Okay, so the new trailer for Superman just dropped. Let's take a look at that. You want to see it by yourself without me commenting? You can take a look at that. I'm going to be talking a lot, so not a professional about this too much. Just going to take a look and analyze a bit.
Are you being serious right now?
Oh, captions are huge. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Wait. Is this the first time we just heard him talk? It's 'cause of him? Yeah.
Are you being serious
That's the city, huh? Alright.
right now?
Yeah.
Did I got a corner here in the scene? Is he entering somewhere or looking at the window? Pretty close. They seem pretty close if they're at that distance.
You'd let me
Now, as the reporter.
interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Something's off. I mean, that response is like it's out there. I don't know.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Okay, it doesn't have too much confidence. That's such actor. I'm seeing as a actor. Like when he says that, this stuff like that, he's just like, yeah, sure. Yeah, kind of like me a bit.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
It might be because I'm wearing my Sony, but I remember hearing it before a bit. But his voice sounded really bassy. Look at that posture here. He's a very smart man. Intelligent. Thinking. Introvertism right there. So watch. Oh, he's thinking. He's thinking. Wait, where am I going with this? I need my freaking Sony. Just hold up a second. I'm in my other headset because I'm pretty sure I heard his voice before, and it was quite a bit bassy. Okay. All right, we're back. Let me just hear his voice one last time.
Superman.
Sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Maybe does have like a deep voice. Cronkite. Alright, this is like where this superiority statue thing is, where he's superior. He's able to kind of mock a little bit for fun, I guess. There, he feels confident more. Unless his reaction afterwards is maybe more like, sorry, you can tell that his superiority went down. It's not in that position at that moment.
Superman.
I'm sorry I keep saying this, but he doesn't not. He looks like a person that looks fine. As a Superman, I do not see it in his face at all. Sorry. That's all I'm saying. Again, I have to get used to it. It's chewing gum.
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Damn, that was like deep. No, that was like Miss Lane. I don't know. I did more darker, but like. Let me hear his voice one last time.
Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
What the hell was it? Is it like a bassist? Sub in the vocal range? I don't know what it is, but he has a deep voice. And like, is that like one of the reasons why James Gunn wanted him, and it's because of his voice? In the previous trailer, I actually do not remember him speaking at all. Okay, I just don't. Is that why he kept hiding it? Because he wanted to surprise us? This voice here, the bass voice, and his bass voice does remind me of the very old, 90s or 80s Superman, I think it was. somehow, at least when I hear his voice, brings him back to that time. That's maybe the voice talk, or maybe it's his voice. I'm not sure.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I don't
what
know if
some
it's a
might.
lot of
it's
fire,
it's a
but-
lot.
Right, it's talking in between. Something about them having this talk in between where like he's being interviewed, but he's also talking in between. But even also him just laying back and chewing that gum, right? There's this, I feel this idea of the director trying to make him a character that's we're able to connect to a bit more. That's happening here. That's what I feel like. You know, like he's human. Like he is, but like, no. It looks fine here.
Today, the Secretary of Defense
Pentagon is that what it's called?
said he was going to look into your actions.
This guy, isn't he from like Captain America? Skinnier. Sorry, I don't. Doesn't matter if I'm saying. Wait, that's his expressing.
That's funny.
All right, so maybe this character, one of the reasons why we're feeling it's off as Superman as well, it's because he's more of a character that's been shown as more a character we connect to, I guess.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how.
Look, that director, Captain America guy's here. That's fine. I don't know what this is. The director is. Again, I'm not a very professional person on the information on DC and stuff, but okay, why am I getting the feeling that at some point in the movie he'll get another suit? That's the feeling I'm getting when I'm looking at this suit. You could see, I guess, with the suit, he's probably trying to go with the classic suit. Like I remember watching the old Superman movie, like it's had color. I like that movie. The movie was really good, even though it's been like a long time I did not see it. I think he might have gone, but the color scheme with the Superman is usually like that. The color pop, I guess, it's like the old one, and the design seems like the old one as far as I remember, which I haven't seen like a long time. But it's looking like almost it's not fitting him, right? That's what I'm saying. Maybe he'll get an upgrade of a suit in the movie, and from the way he's talking, and like he's trying to connect with the characteristic he has that connects to us, it's like he still has learning to do, right? So it's almost like this is at first when he starts off, this is what he has, and he's still inexperienced.
How you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman.
Does it sound? He's talking back, like there's something about him that's not like Superman. I think that's the direction they actually wanted to go.
Did you consult with the president?
There we go. I'm pretty sure this is like a evident move that you see right here that says, I'm not the usual Superman. There's like, it's like he's starting off. Unless it's like something happened here and it became bad or something. But this is more like just like a regular kind of connection we're feeling to him as a character, because he has feelings. He feels them, right? And we're feeling it with him. So we're able to connect with him as a character. It's not just like the regular Superman where he's like, the basic, I guess, in a way, if you want to say it like that. If I could say it like that.
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me
problems around the
and,
world.
and doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
I would like a little bit more out of this scene. What am I saying? I went to film school, and but I'm just not a very. That was never my intention to. Anyway, what am I saying? Very basic stuff. We just had to watch movies. That was it.
Question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Yeah, I need a little more from him in that scene. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know who I am.
good.
If
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me
problems around the world.
and doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
So here it's
Question
basically-
myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People
Okay, and Mission basically is giving off this energy as people were going to die. There's one where I feel like it is drawing the line, where it's not looking with the eye contact. It's like drawing the line. We're going to die, right? But here he's directing that emotion, that energy towards that person. So I feel like he should have more energy to actually the feelings he has to get to her. You know, when he's saying that line, because he's directing that energy to her. And for those feelings to reach her with the emotion he's feeling, he has to give it a little more. What am I doing?
were going to die.
Oh shit! Then he kind of looked like the old Super. I don't remember what the old Superman looked like. It doesn't even look like the same guy. Is that the same guy? Let me see here a little bit. I really gotta get used to this somehow. It's not bad. It's just not exactly good somehow. Okay, it looks like spandex, like the old classic suit, and like, what is this guy doing wearing this suit kind of feeling? You know, instead of looking cool, which I don't think that's the way they wanted to go, exactly cool. Just, yeah, I think he wanted to go this classic way, right? The classic Superman way, with the suit, obviously. That's from what I could see. It just feels weird in this time and age, looking at this at this moment, at least. I think he looks like, what's I think? Oh, the Elvis Presley. I don't really listen to him, but like, I think he looks like that. Again, like I said in my previous video, it just freeze frames. Okay, look, he's getting up, not really looking like, from his expression, too beaten down. This fell. So maybe here, I mean, the civilian here is helping him as well. So I feel like it's more like he's on the good side of the civilian here at this point. In the previous video, we just saw like in first sales coming, she was being interviewed, and he was like agitated, and that he was trying to help people, and the newspaper reporters coming at him like he's doing something bad at the same time. But here, the people are helping him, so I'm guessing he's on a good side, you know, and overall he's doing good at this moment.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Oh, why the freak do I keep stopping at this frame? I mean, it's nice. Like I said in the previous video, where I didn't say this in the previous video, but we didn't hear him his voice at all before, right? Finally hearing him.
Your choices, your actions. That's what makes you.
Oh, that's like a dynamic moving.
That's what makes you.
Why did like camera went like down, forward, a little bit, and backward? That might have been like an old video recording that he has or something. It feels like.
Who you are.
I'm not sure. I don't know if they made him autistic or something in this movie a little bit. A little bit. Even though that might not be what is happening here, and I don't know exactly know what an autistic person exactly is supposed to be like. In a little sense, I feel like that's what he might have a bit from looking at it, and some little stuff I've seen on videos, I guess. I think.
What makes you who you are.
Why is that? Why is this weird?
That's what makes you who you are.
Okay, I think that one just looks weird.
What makes you who you are.
It just drops. Okay, it just goes for the hug. But he has this weird eye contact here, like so close. And that's where it kind of ends. Like, wait, what? What's happening? Kind of reaction a little bit as well. Is he blind or is he gonna say something really serious? It looks a little awkward at this moment, but obviously when we see more of the scene afterwards, what happens in this part of it, maybe it'll look more natural.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. It's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Can I look like that Smallville actor here a bit?
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Just for a second, like right here. Clark Kent, Smallville. Somebody say. Okay, I don't know a lot. That's like I know that's a Green Lantern shaped thing. I do not know a lot about DC. I don't know what the hell that thing is. It almost seems like this, like the last fighting scene where he fights a big monster, or in a little quick event thing that happens. Almost at time. Wait, why is it screaming from the place? It's my microphone. Oh crap! Right, I just don't understand why he's getting hurt from. I know it's bending his knees just to get hit. Slapping with this. Gets hit and he's How is this messing around? That's fine. This looks very classic. The emblem.
You have a dog?
Alright, so I'm gonna quickly say that I am a lot more interested in this movie at this moment. But this trailer did make me, because I feel this is the first time we're hearing his voice. I'm not sure again, and this is the first time we're kind of seeing his side of annoyance and like he's actually doesn't feel exactly like a superhero yet. And I'm guessing the movie is mostly gonna be him discovering his identity, who he is, and like which direction you want to go with this Superman stuff. And he's gonna mature up, and I think that's a cool thing. And I think in movies that's really nice to have, where we see the actor kind of being this kind of guy and slowly developing into somebody else. And near the end of the movie, we could tell a clear difference between who he is in the beginning and the end, right? And yeah, so I think the start of like somebody who's like, just trying to do his thing, and everybody's like kind of finds some stuff annoying a little, but still does it. There's immatureness in the way he speaks and personality. And eventually in the middle and near the end, like he's grown up, and I think that's where the connection thing happened with his coworker and falls in love. I hope it's not like a romance thing where like they love each other. That's it. The whole growing up and feeling a connection is much nicer to me. And that's why I think it's gonna be a good movie from this part. It might not be exactly the superhero movie that, from a Superman point of view, that a lot of people would want, but from a superhero movie, that's different, because I feel like he's going in a different direction with this. It could get good rating, I feel, and reviews from a point of view of movie. All right, I don't know from as a point of accuracy for Superman fans how good it is, and if it's actually from like some one specific timeline or something, and it's good from that point. But as a movie, from what I'm seeing, like there's a superhero movies or someone is in it, it's a Superman movie. It feels like it's doing something from what I see from this trailer, and I think I'm gonna 7.7 or 7.8. That's the rating I'm getting the feeling of at this moment. I feel like give from understanding and feeling it. Yeah, I think, and the reason why it's a Superman guy is again not, we don't feel like, oh, it's not, doesn't feel that great. He is in that Superman that we all know, I think, you know. So going in a different direction, we're watching him grow up into Superman, and that feeling of him growing up into Superman that we know is what's gonna make this movie great, I think. All right. That's pretty much it. I think there's something else to add, which I forgot, but I do think there's a lot of bad guys in this. This is the first, I think this is the first ever movie where I see bad guys, and it's like a bunch of different ones that look interesting, you know. I think the bad guys are gonna steal the show also, right? This is really cool stuff, really cool bad guys looking stuff like that. I'm more interested in them than Superman at the moment, who feels kind of like a teenager going into an adult from his personality. And this is, you know, it looks like a classic. I think I don't know too much about DC, but Justice League, is that what it looks like? Oh wait, yeah, they do have Green Lantern in this. Anyway, that's my opinion or analysis. Whatever I'm doing here, I don't know.